Welcome to Girls Guts Glory,
the broadcast.
Did someone say broads?
Previously on The Broad.
Because we don't know that that's cobalt, right?
It's probably not.
Miriam, is this permanent, this age of 6 years older?
Yeah, it made me uncomfortable too.
I gotta keep my edge, you know?
Of course.
So you guys are all walking, making your way up back to the main school area now, having eaten your fill, with Rekid very blushed red, walking up. You guys actually entered the main center of town here. Before you guys walk up the main staircase that leads to the gigantic school about 200 feet above, he kind of is pointing nearby to the shops that he maybe wants to shop at. And he's like, yeah, you know, like, the Ubalax is a pretty cool place, but like I wouldn't go there because like some of their stuff's like kind of, you know, everyone goes there. And I feel like we need to get a little bit more unique with our Magi-Ball wear. So I feel like in order for this to be a thing, we can go to the Wastelands. How do you feel about that?
What
Oh, like, okay, so there's this really cool shop behind a shop, and then you walk down that shop, and that's the Wasteland.
What's their style? Are we thinking cyberpunk? Are we thinking...
Yeah, it's pretty edgy stuff. That like
Mad Maximilian?
Is there a theme, or...
It's like waste. And then they reuse it.
So like trash?
Recyclables.
It's recyclable.
Oh, darling, no, we won't be going there.
We could just jump in a
That's
trash
usually where I go, though.
Well,
No,
yeah.
we should go somewhere else?
Well,
Maybe more fancy or something?
Is there a more high fashion...
Couture.
Oh, I mean, you could go to Gems, but that's pretty expensive.
Sounds like the right place.
And he points over nearby, and it's this like big, glittery, beautiful sign. And inside of, even at the displays, everything looks like it's made out of like crushed gemstone. It's very beautiful, beautiful.
I'll
Sister.
send a bird to Daddy.
So you find a pigeon nearby and cuckoo the bottom of its chin and whisk it off.
Yes.
Sounds good.
I write a little note telling Daddy I need 10,000 gold pieces.
Oh my god. You tell this little pigeon in your hand.
He's on the noble court of Silvery Moon, and I know he would want me to have these sparkly things.
And he would want me
Of course.
to have these sparkling
And
things.
our date? He has an image to uphold, and I must help him uphold it.
That is right.
Faroot, I'm gonna get you some golden cuffs.
So yes, you find one of these carrier pigeons and you whisper into their ears and you send them off as it flutters away into the distance to probably, hopefully within time, report back to you.
Should we shop and then put what we want on hold, and then when your money comes, we can buy it?
Oh, yes, this place, they know me. I've done this before, see? I'm getting all giddy because I actually really, really like all these little jewel things, and I don't usually like people to know how much I like things like this because, yeah. But I'm also secretly planning stuff, so I must look my best.
So the moment that you guys are all approaching together, since you're here in the main hall, and you hear Rekid talking about how, you know, like, oh, make sure, like, you know, yeah, if you want to submit yourself, so I mean, like, I could submit myself, but I kind of like counterculture, and he kind of like talks about that.
Well, maybe you should represent counterculture in the race.
Yeah, but then again, I don't want to have to stand next to Special.
Ugh, I don't blame you. She is so bad.
Worst. And the moment you guys walk into Gems, like there's kind of like a glittery, almost door frame that kind of like shimmers as you open it up, and it closes behind you. And right away, what you guys see is this: there is just hundreds of different colors here. Like, it's bold and it's bright, and it's like walking into like a Macy's sort of perfume section, but everything is like, all of the cases are made out of different gemstones, and behind each of the cases is like a gemstone themed style dress. And it is high end because right away there is a security guard who looks very, 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 very equipped right at the entrance. And then there's Gem herself. It's this very sort of vibrant high elf who like walks forward in this gorgeous, gorgeous gown. It actually has almost like a geisha vibe to it as it kind of like goes out and billows backward. But it has like a more modern top that kind of cuts deeper. And she has this beautiful half crown in her head that kind of juts out. And she walks forward and everything, she kind of, hi, I'm Jem.
Gem, darling, and I give her
Druzilda.
European air kisses.
And she air kisses and she kind of floats. What do you think of my new Tanzanite collection? Do you like
Dazzling.
it?
Oh, just dazzling.
It's purple's my color, you know.
Y'all got a cowboy hat in here.
Your
you
friends
came.
are so funny.
No.
You remember us, right, Druzilda? and
Oh,
me?
how could I forget you? Oh, some good clients over the last couple of years. You came in here for some earlier days. When you first entered the college, I dressed you in the finest wear.
That is right.
Yes, from the Opal, as I recall.
Yes.
So this year,
Beautiful initiation dress and the way you walked on.
Oh,
It was
thank you.
spectacular.
Thank you. So this year, I want to be redder than a ruby.
Redder than a ruby. Are we thinking garnet?
Oh, yes.
We'll go deep. Come with me. And she grabs your hand and she like slowly like glides. She doesn't look like she's walking. It's very weird. She looks like she's on rollers. And she like glides with you and she says, everybody come along. We all need eyes here. You all need to sit and tell her if something looks good on you.
Oh, all right.
And Record's like, okay.
Help yourselves to the free food.
Oh, yes, of course. And she snaps her fingers twice and these smaller, kind of looking like younger elven kids kind of walk forward. They're probably like student kids who are trying to make money on the on the fringe. And they walk in here and they have like wrapped around their neck like measuring tapes and they have like trays with them and they all sit you guys down on this big like fluffy white cushiony center couch and like sits you guys down one by one. It's very soft. It feels like minx actually, but it's not. It's fake, but it's just that good.
Oh, Jem, darling, do you have any bubbly? Stylo says. Exactly like that.
You're definitely old enough. And she kind of snaps her fingers twice and she points to this other kid who looks shocked and runs back and brings forward a tray full of champagne for you.
Ah, thank you.
And she takes one for herself.
I don't know, sometimes it's fun to just do different voices, you know?
I would like to try some dresses as well, Druzilda.
Sounds good. Biscuits, tea at the ready if anybody wants it, and hot cocoa, my father's favorite sort of little recipe here.
Oh yeah, I want that hot cocoa.
Yeah, you go over here. And Buck is like smelling it too, wishing that he could drink it
You
too.
want somebody?
Like
Are there
he-
marshmallows in the hot cocoa?
He touches his tongue with it, but like it's not.
Wreckage
It's
in the
bitter
middle.
to his mouth.
If we're
We're
both
gonna
in
change
garnet
it.
and we put him in
Perhaps a garnet tie.
a garnet tie, yes. Maybe
We're
gold.
both going to do garnet dresses.
Oh, you both you'll need different cuts then.
Oh,
We
absolutely.
can't have you both wearing the same thing.
No, I wouldn't dream of it.
No. So, we have all different sorts of gowns here. Do you want like a tent? Do you want like a princess style? Do you want a what?
mermaid.
A mermaid?
Oh yes, and I want the poofiest trumpet skirt tail you can find.
Well, okay, sounds good. She
Perhaps
kinda
a
shuffles-
train, sister?
Yes, a train. Thank you.
The train. So a mermaid for you. And what are you looking for, Celine? I'll look through my collection.
I'm looking for something a bit more like a ball gown.
Traditional sort of poofy ball gown. Now, do you guys, what style of trim do you want on it? Do you want golden trim or silver trims? Do you want any sort of color beyond the garnet?
Red only.
Garnet only, thank you.
Right it is. And she takes a moment, she shuffles through, she pulls out this beautiful, and there's about 15 pieces. Like there's no more than 15 pieces per gem here. She goes through and she cycles through. She never, you get a unique dress here. So she kind of guides you back there, sits you down in this beautiful minx, but not like real mink. This is like fake mink, it's minx with an X. She sits you guys down, it's super cozy on this chair. She snaps twice and these people with these wrapped around measuring tapes on their neck, these full elves, high elves, but younger, probably your age, trying to make money at school, kind of run by, fit you guys with a hot chocolate and delicious sort of tea and biscuits. This whole little tray runs forward and they start tending to your every whims, essentially. One of them even like starts to give one of you guys a foot massage, and Wreck-It is kind of like, what, get off me, like kicks the guy off and scurries away. But guides you back and displays this beautiful, beautiful garnet-shaped dresses. She asks you what type you would both like.
Oh yes, very snug on top, mermaid style, but with a gorgeous flowering trumpet skirt with a train.
Oh, what a
Plunging
bold
front.
choice! Bold choice, yes.
I would like a ball gown, one with a full skirt and maybe a sweetheart neckline, very fitted on top, and then it kind of poofs out.
Perfect. I only have a few selections, so I'll get whatever's closest to the sort of style that you would like, and that I think would probably befit you both. She takes a moment, she looks through the 15 different garments, and she pulls out one that's a mermaid dress. This one is very, very mermaid in style, but it does have it has that cool kind of sort of bunching at the front that comes together to meet with this sort of long garnet strip that kind of carries all the way back, then bleeds to the back. So it almost looks like it comes from your core like a vein and then splits and then creates the train. Ooh. It's got a higher split in the front too, so you can dance with it a little bit better.
I like this. I'll try it on.
Well, thank you. Go back, darling. It will form fit you. All of my dresses do, as you know. And she takes a moment. She sends that back. For the ball gown, she's like, no. Okay, yes. And she pulls out this beautiful little ball gown. It is it looks like it's cut, like the top with the sweetheart neckline. It looks like it's cut from one piece of garnet. Is the sort of style.
Oh.
And then it's got quite a lot of bunching on the outer section. It has like an older look to it, almost like a bustle, like an old style bustle mixed with this really cool cherry top. Like it's almost
Like 1870s?
1870s in style, but it has like a more updated ballroom feel to it, but it's very regal.
Ooh. I will say I like this quite a bit.
You look quite stunning, darling, quite stunning.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, don't mind the tool. She kind of bunches up the tool and then hands it over to you and sends you away. Then as you guys are getting fitted, the two people who had been helping everybody else kind of run over to do certain measurements and make sure that everything's form-fitting for Celine and Druzilda. They take a moment, they look to the rest of you, and Jem, says, well, at least in the meantime, while your friends are getting fitted, is there any sort of color scheme you have in mind? I mean, pretty much any sort of style of gem here is available.
Well, obviously I can't wear a gown, but I would love maybe if you have gold anklets of any sort, or cuffs.
Yes, I mean, we have tuxedos and things of that sort if you're trying to go for more of a...
Don't know if I can wear a tuxedo, but just...
Oh, darling, with my clothes, anything can wear a tuxedo.
Oh,
You could put a potato in tuxedo, it would look great.
okay, sure. Well then, I was wondering if you have any sort of thing that could go around my neck.
I think I might just have the thing. Here, I have a citrine vest that I think would look fabulous on you. Yes?
Green citrine?
We have green, but it's yellow.
Oh,
Citrine. Do you prefer
sure.
to have green? We have crystallite.
Sure.
Okay, yes, come. She brings you to the back and takes a moment, pulls out this really nice, it's almost like a fitted like an overcoat, I think it is. Or no, excuse me. Kelly, you should know men's clothing, but you don't. It's a vest. And it's this really beautiful vest that has a collar to it that goes up to your neck. So it's like a half vest that goes all the way down, and it looks like it might actually fit your bird body.
Does it feel good?
Oh, but first try it on. And she sends it back to the dressing room for you. And she takes a moment as she looks over everybody else, and she looks to you, Huck, and to you, Starla. Can I help you? And this other man in the corner. And Rekka's just kind of uncomfortably shuffling.
I can't really afford anything here. I'm just here to support my friends.
Oh, darling, don't worry about it.
What?
You hear
I'll
it
take
from the
care of
dressing
it.
room.
Pottering.
Don't worry about it.
Amethyst. Starla looks lovely in purple.
What?
Amethyst it is! Sure. And she kind of guides you over to the amethyst section. Displays these beautiful royal purple colors to you and says, take your pick.
Oh. All right.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
The
Yeah, I've
elven
never.
A-line.
Okay, I trust her. I've never done one of these things before.
Druzilda knows what she's talking about. The elven A-line. And she takes a moment, she pops it right out, my favorite. She kind of looks to you, she goes, yes, it will shrink on you, don't worry when you try it on. Just have faith. Here it is. She places this sort of, and what it looks like is like tiers of different amethysts. So it's all purple, but it's all different colors and stripes. Ooh. It's got kind of like a striped cross pattern on it that kind of builds up and wraps around the top.
Well, this is fancy. This is the fanciest thing I've ever put on.
Yeah, go try it.
It's okay.
Into the dressing room you go. And then she looks to Rekid and Huck for a second, and then slowly Buck's face, and she goes, yes. Well, does your little thing want one?
Yeah, please. Oh my god, will you please dress him up? I don't care what you put me in, just please dress him up. That'd be so cute.
Yeah, sure. The classic tuxedo, what do you want? Spinal?
I don't know. What is that?
It's a beautiful onyx.
Tuxedo onyx.
Yes.
I don't know any of these words.
Come on. And so little Buck kind of like crawls out, falls to the minx thing, kind of touches the minx. And it's like, and then she goes, yes, no. Yeah, I can see it. I think that is an onyx will look great on him. What do you think?
I don't know what that means, but sure.
Sams. And so Sams like comes forward and says, yes, she's like, I need you to fix this little thing with the best onyx tuxedo you can find. And he's like, anything you wish, miss. And he grabs this little, like, and he goes, with a diamond collar and a tie, a sapphire tie. And she goes, perfect. And she whisks him away. And then he's getting changed as well. Bye. And then she's just like clicking her tongue a little bit with Rekid and you. And she goes, do you trust me?
I guess.
Are you colorblind?
No.
Great. Come with me. And she takes a moment and she brings you over to this beautiful color topaz. That's like this gorgeous orange topaz, almost like a sunrise. And she shows you, do you like the color?
Yeah.
Well, that's where we can start.
Okay.
Secondarily, there's only so many sort of styles. I more specialize in women's couture, but men's, I add my flair. Why don't you just step in the back and we'll fit you with something appropriate. Okay, you toodaloo. She sends you away.
Rekid's in gold, right?
Rekid, yes, in gold with the garnet tie to match us.
Gold with a garnet tie.
Garnet
tie. Perfect. Rekid, you're going to look better. And she just grabs him and brings him into the back section and starts to fit him with a gem as well. So, as all you guys are getting dolled up in your own different capacities, he goes into the zircon section. One by one, you guys can there's no mirrors in the dressing room. Like, there's just pure faith in people fitting you as this is happening. And one by one, you walk out. I am going to say, for comedic sake, you all walk out at the same time from the middle circle room where you guys were all getting fitted in unison, one by one.
Huckleberry!
Whoa.
What?
Wow,
We
Huck,
clean
you
up
look
pretty
so
nice.
handsome.
I don't even know where your sticks and your hair went. It's like they vanished.
They cleaned us up.
What?
Yeah,
And
took
from
my sticks out.
Oh, I knew those cuffs would just look.
Yeah, you guys all look phenomenal. All the tuxes have this beautiful notch on the top, and the lapel kind of looks crystallized as it goes up to the really nice tie.
Farouk, you look real nice. It was very golden and shiny.
So do you, Huck.
Thanks. It's real weird.
Buck's in between Farouk and Huck and is just looking.
Hi, buddy. Do you like your little whatever you're in?
He kind of lifts his arms up, and he kind of looks like the kid in Christmas Story, like it's pressed a little too firmly. Like, yeah, he can't really put his arms down too much. Like, he can kind of move them to the side and then move them up. But the onyx is pretty hard.
I'm gonna go pick him up.
And he has like a little glistening diamond. Like the diamond is right at the very top of where the tie is, and then it goes down into like a clear sapphire that wraps around his neck. So it's like a traditional tux. He's got traditional.
Fancy boy.
So handsome.
What
fancy
a
boy.
beautiful...
Huck goes over and picks up Buck and is just like showing him around. Look at my baby. He is such a handsome boy.
He kind of does that cute little underbite anime, like, am I a pretty boy look?
You are such a pretty boy. Oh, I love
and
you.
it shows his teeth.
My
And
little
her teeth pretty
boy.
relevant.
I'm so proud of you.
Look at him glistening. I do.
This sounds like a dolphin. My little boy, I love you.
I do miss my glowing skin a bit.
I don't know what you're talking about. You're still glowing.
You're an angel person.
You guys all
That is
look
true.
phenomenal, honestly. The dresses fit you incredibly well.
Does
And
Jem know what she's doing, or does Jem know what she's doing?
Yeah,
she
I
knows
mean,
what she's doing.
Fair.
the only person who looks a little uncomfortable is Reckon, who is currently wearing a gold tux with a garnet tie. He looks loud.
You're shiny.
And he's standing there and he goes, I feel a little out of place.
You look
Should we
nasty.
perhaps put him in a black?
Yeah, throw him in an onyx one as well.
I love the color black. Please put me in
With the garnet tie, though, to match with
Yeah,
us.
sure. Yeah, just anything with more black would be really great.
You don't like the flash? Flashy.
I feel like with this outfit, I'm supposed to MC something.
You could.
Okay, just put the onyx on.
Sorry. He goes back in a few moments pass, and he walks out in the traditional sort of onyx tux. It's very form-fitting, so it hits the cuff perfectly. And he's got his hair off to one side. He's got the red garnet tie, and he's like,
Kid.
clean up
Wow.
well. I know.
You
Yeah,
do.
you're fine.
I got that one piercing in my ear that's drooping. Do you like the cross?
Whatever.
Dig it? Yeah.
We'll do.
E-boy.
Well,
I mean, it kind of feels
I
like
like that you pointed at it and said,
E-boy. He's such an e-boy. Another
it
thing.
feels
I-
like being edgy for the sake of being edgy. But you know what? If you like it, that's fine.
I
Listen, you
think it
gotta make a
looks rather
statement.
nice.
Also, it's
Sure.
pretty cool because let me show you something. And he takes a moment, and you see him grab his tie, and you see Jem just go, oh, I knew he would love this one. I'm so glad you went with the onyx. And he takes a moment, he goes, this is like a special one, I guess. And he takes a moment, and he turns in the light, and the arms are clear underneath certain light, so you see all of his tattoos. You see his sleeves all against him, so it's like it kind of is like it shows a little bit of his skin as he's like showing his back and flexing. It doesn't shows like the torso area.
What
She's
about
taking it.
the pants in certain areas?
Huck rolls his eyes so hard they
Celine's
sprain.
single now.
For now.
Jem's like, sorry, we client confidentiality. We make sure that the pants aren't see through.
That's fine.
I was
Rec is
just
like-
curious.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Well, maybe never mind. I'm not gonna make the joke. He takes a moment. He sits down, like with his head.
Stylish is gonna
lower.
down the rest of her champagne glass at this interaction.
Whatever.
I do like your tattoos.
Thanks. I like yours too.
Thank
'Cause
you.
I did them, but also I would like them if I didn't do them. But I have to like them more because
Oh my
I'm excited for the ball.
Well, perfect. I think we all have our outfits. How much is it?
Jem says, "Oh, one moment." She walks back. She goes, yes. What do you think? It's fair. Yes, a good clients. And she takes a moment. She walks around. She goes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7,000 gold piece.
Very well.
No problem.
Great. So we'll put it on hold until your parents send over or wire the money.
Exactly.
Yes.
I've
Literally through a wire underneath the Arcana
Of course.
system of wire.
I produce a wait, didn't I have a big diamond of some sort? I have a diamond. It's not a diamond, but it's a jewel, and it's worth 10,000 gold piece. So I would need some change in return.
Wait.
Good God, where'd you get that?
I'm an aristocrat.
Well, yeah, no, you're fancy, but
Let me take a look at that if you don't mind. And she takes a moment and she kind of magically some sort of what are they called?
a little eyeglass.
Oh, eyeglass.
like the
With-
loop?
yeah, one of those appear magically on her eye. She takes a moment. She looks over this gem and good quality indeed. Could definitely make a dress out of this. Maybe a few. Okay. She puts it down. You say it's worth 10? Unfortunately, I never get anything at face value, so make it 9 and I'll give you 2,000 back.
Fair enough.
Good. She takes a moment, she goes over, You hear like some little typing happening. Ching, 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 ching. Only for our best customers. Farouk, you say, is their name. Such a pleasure to meet you. As she hands you a pouch that has now broken down your gigantic gem, being the noble that you are, to 2,000 gold piece.
Oh my god.
I'm sorry, you were just carrying around a gem that was worth 10,000 gold piece just like in your pocket this whole time?
Why would I tell you? Or anyone?
Well, I mean, but you just were. I mean, we didn't need to know, but the fact that you were just carrying it around is very
Why would I
bold.
leave it anywhere
Massage him, massage him! As she snaps her fingers and all of her little workers come back and like try to figure out how to massage a bird as this is happening.
Isn't it nice to have rich friends?
Pulls out a hand.
Thank you ever so much, darling.
Thank you, Farud. It is very kind of you.
Yeah, I spent so much time robbing rich people. I didn't even think about
You were
befriending
walking
them.
around with one, yeah, right?
And Jem kind
More
of
money
says,
I've ever had.
nods to you and says, please make sure you keep these here. We'll continue to polish them. Make sure that they're all perfectly fitted. You don't want to tarnish any of these things beforehand. So I would recommend waiting until your event, and even better yet, just because this is for our best customers. Makeup and hair on the house from the whole team.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
Gem.
Do I get Can
You're
you do
such a
eyeliner?
gem.
Yes, of course.
Could I get? Oh my god.
Are you
That's
gonna
why I
wear
can
some
find-
eyeliner?
Yeah!
Huckleberry?
That's like a thing, right? Guys put eyeliner.
And we'll even make
Oh,
it
Record will love it.
cowboy hat.
Oh my god, will you really? Because I was gonna just wear one anyways, but if you could make me one, I
Might
would
as
be
well make
so
it lovely.
thrilled. Oh my god.
The pained look on Jem's face right now. So pained to
I'm
say.
so
Get
happy.
to work on it right away.
Very
Thank you.
generous of you,
Thank
Jem.
you so
Thank you
much.
so much.
Oh my god.
And perhaps a mini one for the...
I was about to ask. Oh, you know me so well. Oh
Of
my
course, that would be
a tiny
implied.
one. Can you put it on a little string so we can tie it on him? Otherwise, he's gonna lose
I
it.
have to stop at the string. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I must stop at the
We'll
string.
figure it out.
Question. Druzilda, your father is still sending money. Perhaps we can get like a ring or a necklace. As someone did
yes,
say I
that's
could get a
true.
new necklace.
That's true. She did give up a necklace.
Yes,
to be
it's
fair.
true. Yes, don't worry. We'll definitely find ways to spend Daddy's money.
Wow. What's it like being rich?
Maybe we could get. Have you seen those like real fancy, like carriages? The like real big ones.
Oh, yes, I want to say we have 3, but they're in various states of repair. It's his hobby. He loves to work on those.
Oh.
I mean, my family's got a whole carriage that I guess we can borrow for the event.
Racket.
And they are much closer than my folks in Silvery Moon.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not from far away from here. I'm actually pretty much born and raised in the neighborhood. I'm one of the richest kids in town.
Well,
Oh, I didn't know.
isn't that useful knowledge?
Listen,
Everybody likes a rich boy.
I forsaked the money, trying to go on a path of like utilitarian purposes and less is more, and kind of like connect with the plebeians.
You know what else is more?
The plebeians? Are
That's
you
what my
Money.
parents
serious?
call them.
I grew up without any money, you awful stinky child.
Hey,
It's not plebeian.
the way that you're saying. I didn't even know there was another word for it. I'm learning.
God, you're terrible. What do you all see in him? He's just
I
a
don't
rich
understand.
bitch boy.
Saved my sister more than
saved
once.
my life.
He also
I don't
saved
wanna
my
be a rich
life,
kid,
so
fine.
Then don't call people who don't have money plebeians.
I'm learning new words.
That's so bougie.
Okay, what should I call him?
People, you idiot! God, you are the absolute worst.
I'm sorry. I'm like.
can we all agree
Learning.
that life can be lived without a lot of money and it can still be great?
Yeah, my
And
life
we
was pretty
can-
fantastic. We didn't have
And
any
money can also be a great tool.
It can.
Doesn't make or break the person.
Yes, thank you. Farouk gets it.
I clearly still have some learning to do.
Yeah, you do.
I could help teach you.
Oh my god.
Okay.
What about your bow?
Well, I mean, he's not him right now.
Wow.
Well, I mean, Cobalt does have another lady friend apparently.
Well, it's
Right.
not Cobalt, right? It's
Whoa.
not Cobalt.
Oh! Oh!
What?
It's like Cobalt, but
Oh,
it's not
hold up,
Cobalt.
What?
It's like a
Hold up.
monster.
You know that book? You know your book? You know your book that you were talking to the headmaster in?
My journal that's gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, okay. You all, when we were at the party, and you all got, Jem, can we have a moment?
What? Oh, of course, yes. She scurries everyone back. Anything for my loyal customers. Get away, come on. hide in the back. You have things to do. And she scurries all of her workers into the back office.
Amethyst is really bringing out your eyes.
Thank you.
What were you gonna
Do
say?
you like need me to go away too?
No,
or-
Reggie, you can stay here if you want
Okay,
to. He's kind of right. He's good.
He's good.
Sure.
He's dealt with stuff
Trustworthy.
with us.
Whatever.
Yes.
But
I hope he doesn't have to see
anyway,
your life.
that your notebook, right? And we set up the meeting with the headmaster, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, when you were all in a trance after the party, we all were in the office, and y'all were just standing in the corner, real still, like, cause
That's
and
crazy.
yeah, it was real crazy.
Is this
But
where we
then-
were in a trance?
Yeah, this is when you were all tranced,
Right.
and I ran away with Hetty, and we ended up in Adewald's office around the time you were supposed to meet with the headmaster, and Cobalt was talking about how he had to like meet someone or something. So I think you were actually talking to Cobalt through that book.
You think Koval's the headmaster?
I mean, maybe.
Is it Cobalt, or is it some other creature
Well,
that's like the headmaster? You know?
I didn't get that far, but it was the creature appearing to be Cobalt talking about meeting the professor in the office.
Did he say what, Professor?
The Adewald.
Okay. Well,
So it was sorry, pardon me.
It was the biscuits and the tea.
It was I had too much champagne. Too much bubbly,
so Cobalt is the headmaster?
That's what it appears to be, or at least the creature pretending to be Cobalt is also doing the headmaster thing.
Celine was doing the headmaster. Celine was doing the headmaster.
No, I
We
was
were
not.
Not having those rumors circling about.
No.
That sounds awful.
I was
Didn't he
dating
older?
Cobalt before he got the muscles and became not Cobalt, and not Cobalt would appear the headmaster.
But I do believe that if we did get that rumor started that the headmaster was sleeping with a student, that maybe it could get him into some trouble.
That's true.
Ooh.
I'm not saying we should,
Slander.
but we could
Pheasant.
slander him.
Let's
a
keep
little bit.
that in our
Different
back pocket.
approach.
I say we
Considering.
change. We change out of these, give them to Gem to polish. And you said you saw Godwis, no?
Yeah, well, it's Trinity.
Oh yeah, Trinity. Yeah, she's
Trinity.
running.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, the festival.
no, we gotta see if maybe Rickon knows these other names, so we can find these other people, because that's what we gotta do, right?
Oh yeah.
What? Whoa, yeah. I mean, I kind of I know some people around town.
Well,
We are looking for Eastwith
Eastwest, okay, yeah.
or Orinth.
Orient. That sounds familiar. What's their full name?
Niles Orinth.
Dude, Niles Orient? Yeah, I know who Niles Orient is.
Who is that?
I mean, this is kind of like a mean thing to say, and now I feel like I shouldn't say it because I feel kind of like I'm a bad person.
You're
Say
going
it.
to say
It's
it.
okay.
Like, he's kind of one of those losers. You
Oh.
know, someone who has like no friends and kind of like watches from a corner, and like people always say that he's like weird and stuff.
so
Well,
everyone...
but that doesn't mean he's a loser.
No, that's
It's just
true.
like he was always standoffish. We would always try to talk to him, and he was really, I don't know, he was like not a nice guy.
Hmm.
So
He's
basically-
super weak.
Everyone that's made a deal has had something that they've wanted out of it.
All right. Well,
Maybe he wants a personality.
Personality or some kind of strength.
we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah,
friends.
but I feel like I haven't seen him around in a while. He kind of keeps into the, himself. Like he'll be in study hall alone.
Your marker.
Your pin.
And I pull up.
I actually don't think you know yet. Let's be quick, really. I don't think you 100% know what its device is. 100%.
I thought
yet.
that she.
No,
I
she-
thought that
Miriam told
said
us.
it was-
Told her.
it
Okay, I
placed
thought
a
maybe I
mark on
said it.
someone.
Or ignore that. I thought that maybe it didn't work with that. Sorry, I forgot you guys had used identify with Miriam. Thank you.
I go back to my fitting room and I pick up the pen. What's his name again?
Niles Orinth.
Where's Niles Orient?
And it starts to, for the first time, now that you've been with it for a good amount of time, you can feel its energy kind of radiating from your hand, and it kind of like you can feel from the pulsing, it wants you to like grab onto it like a pen almost.
Very
And
well.
as it does that, it kind of jolts your hand left and out in the direction of outside of this particular establishment.
Well, that could be useful.
Oh, yeah. Let's
guess
go
not.
find Niles.
All right, let's change,
Yeah.
and then let's
Real fast.
follow the pen.
Okay, sounds good.
We all get changed.
Yeah, right away. You guys all get changed as quickly as you possibly can, getting ready for the events ahead. So, as you guys take a moment and you walk outside, there's hubbub happening. People are talking. There's an excitement for the announcement for Magi-Ball, King and Queen. You guys can hear whispering. You actually see Gavin Rex with a very, very big display taking all the submissions for anybody who wishes to enter their name. And he kind of sees everyone, passes by, and kind of does like a happy wave to you all, like a hello. Hey guys, it's good to occupy. As you guys all like walk past, you guys are making your direction towards wherever this sort of marker or tracker is leading you right now. Am I correct in that assumption? Okay, sounds good. So yeah, it leads you, and you can. It's actually kind of jolting. So you have to kind of, and it looks a little. It's not very quiet. So you have to kind of like try to keep it by your side as it like moves and jolts you forward. It's not delicate by any means. The kind of
Making my walk rather ungraceful.
While they are doing this, I'm going to sneak Reckitt's name into the nomination
Okay.
box.
roll a sleight of hand check.
7.
7. You know what? I want to give you advantage just because Gavin Rex like starts to talk to you right away. He's like, "Hey, it's so good to see you, Celine. You signing up?"
I am helping a friend.
Yeah. I just want to see if this works.
10.
10. Okay. So anybody whose passive perception is not above a 10, you don't notice this, but most of you guys, I think,
I'm at 15.
catch that Celine has stopped and is writing something down at the table with Gavin.
She putting her name in?
What's she doing?
Shh.
Shh, shh.
Oh, she's doing something naughty.
Okay, so you kind of just write it down as quickly as possible, fold it up, and throw it in. And as you guys begin to continue following Druzilda through the halls that are getting a little bit more crowded, it is nearing towards kind of later in the day, evening now. More kids are coming out. The sun is setting. The school had ended earlier around
Dinner
2 or
time.
3. And you guys took some time retrofitting yourselves in those beautiful costumes. You guys didn't want to rush that. It was like going, to a
Not at all.
a wedding and getting fitted as bridesmaid. Like you're gonna spend hours at David's bridal making sure things are good. So you guys are all there. It's evening. It's getting closer to dinner time. And also Celine was brought back to life. There's a lot that's happened today. And you hear Reckitt just kind of be like, "Gosh, I never thought Celine would be the sort to kind of like want to run, but that's pretty sweet."
I did not put my name in. Just
Whose
so
name?
you are clear.
Whose name did you put in?
We'll find out later, I suppose.
Oh, okay. It wasn't one of us, was it?
Let's stop asking questions.
So you kind of just like look around and you kind of like look left and right and shifty, and Buck kind of gives you this glare like, "Did you put me in?"
Oh, he would be the best homecoming king.
But you guys, like, this wand or this sort of device, this marker, brings you all the way into the far back right-hand corner of the school. It's a pretty large school, and the actual facilities, it's built upward, and there's spokes of all the different sort of colleges. However, the far back corner, it's like the spire of studies. So like this is the study hall, the kind of quiet location, the place where you walk in, you're supposed to whisper. It's like a library, but it's more of like a study hall, a place where people can study, and nobody goes there, especially not as active and exciting today as the fair. So you go in, and it's kind of like hitting against the door.
I guess Niles isn't here.
Well, let's go take a look then.
Okay. You open the door, close it behind you. It's all low lit here. The lanterns kind of create that cozy, quiet atmosphere. There's a couple of kids, maybe 2 of them, near the front in very large plush chairs reading. But there's tiers, and the spire goes up. It's kind of like a spiral that goes all the way up to the top, and there's different sort of sections of studying, and you can feel that from where your hand is on it, it's kind of pointing upward.
All right, we go up.
I thought I would get away with not doing any cardio today.
Yeah, so you guys have to hike up the sort of different levels that are here. There's even like a sort of like a special magical elevator that you guys can like walk into that will slowly elevate you guys up the different levels, and you just keep going up until it at least stops and evens out, and it's almost 10 stories high.
I'm going to cast Mage Armor on myself again
Okay,
before
sounds good.
anything else happens.
Mage armor. Okay, anybody else? Anything? No? Okay. So you guys get all the way to the top. Ding! As the sort of elevator opens up very slowly. This sort of old style-y looking elevator, like you're in a haunted mansion. It's a tower of terror is the vibe. And you walk out onto this floor. It's completely barren. There's nobody here. I mean, why would anybody be this high up and studying unless they were truly not trying to be seen? And in the far back corner, you see somebody just sitting there over a book. It's a very dark shadow, but it looks like it might be Niles.
Perhaps, maybe just you should go over there.
Okay.
Do we know any
Record, what's Niles into? What's like his thing?
Not talking.
What else?
Like on a magical
Does he
level,
read?
though.
Yeah, like he keeps to himself. I don't think he's like studious. I think he's just kind of like,
Is he into folklore, fantasy lore, history,
honestly,
science, and
he's somebody I know
technology?
nothing about. I think nobody knows anything about him. Kind of one of those kids.
Farouk just swiftly walks into the middle
Okay.
I'm gonna
Of-
sneak after you.
of this
Uh-huh.
big room. Oh, bloody hell. Must have just... How did I get up here? This isn't really where I wanted to be. I must have taken a wrong turn somewhere. Wow, this is a pretty fascinating room, though, isn't it? Huck.
I think you'll
I'm sneaking behind you.
As you
Oh.
say this, there's a shuffle in the corner, and you can hear like a mumbling from the shadow, and it's like, you can hear, you're in the wrong area. You should probably just leave. I just want to be left alone.
Oh, who's there? Hello? Who is that? And I start to walk in his direction, and I say, oh, hello. Hello there.
It's still kind of in shadow. Like you can't really make out his form right now. Like he's hiding or under a cloak or something, like far away.
Hello?
Why are you here?
Oh, I got turned around. Was looking for the loo.
Listen. I know why you're all here.
Oh.
And he takes a moment and he walks out and he stands forward and he takes 2 steps forward and you see a completely deformed looking boy who looks like he's been half molded to the left-hand side, like his chest is expanded. Think Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. A potion gone wrong. A person turned incorrectly. As he takes a moment and he looks to you all.
Are you Niles?
I used to be. Let's roll initiative.
Yeah!
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
Yeah.
it fell in the cup
that's a
on a
nat
20.
for me.
Same.
Nat 20.
Oh.
Okay.
Only the initiative.
Huh?
Too bad it's
Alright.
just the initiative.
Keep that energy through this
Nice.
whole battle.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, nat 20. So 20 and above?
Plus the...
Oh.
Everyone? I thought my 17 was good.
Should we roll
Okay,
again?
so no, we should not. We should tell me each one of your answers. 25 and higher. Anybody? Okay, 24. Huck. 24. Wow. 22? 23?
23.
23. What's your
23.
What are your mods?
My dex.
Your dex mod,
is,
yes.
Plus 3.
4.
Okay, so it will be Starla, and then Farouk. All right, and then who else got above 20 here?
I have 20 exactly.
Nice, Druzilda. And then, what did you get,
Yeah, but don't
Celine?
you have plus an initiative?
No,
Oh.
it's a +0.
17.
17, but that was a nat 20. That's still really good.
Still good.
Wow.
I thought my 17, I was like, yay, I want to be last this time.
Let me tell you this much. Y'all way ahead of him.
Good.
There is, I'm going to say very briefly, there is a cry. There is like, he knows and acknowledges in a way where like, he's going to fight you, but he wants to be destroyed. So there is a sort of
Wait,
acknowledgement here.
why do we want to kill him?
Can we like give him a
Because
soul bug?
right now he wants to kill you. Like he is lunging forward.
Well,
ready to
okay,
go.
then I have to fight you.
But even Rekid is like, whoa.
Soul
Rekid
stake.
also has to roll.
Hmm?
Oh.
What if
Rekid
we
did not roll,
stab
right?
him with the soul stake?
Should we
Okay.
give back a soul? Do you want your soul back?
It's
don't-
not active right now.
Yeah, enough time hasn't passed.
It's not active.
We just had it.
All right, Huck, you're first. What do you want to do?
sad. I know. I'm sorry.
saying it in that voice. I'm sorry.
I need the mug. I need the stuff.
Okay, I'm going to cast Hunter's Sense on him.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna learn if he has any damage immunities, resistances, or vulnerabilities, and what they are if the creature is not hidden from divination.
Yes. So you cast this using a full action.
Yes, it is one action.
Then you learn this. There are resistances. So
Okay.
you learn resistances. Necrotic
Uh-huh.
and bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from non-magical.
Non-magical.
You also find out he's resistant to cold, fire, lightning, and poison.
Wow, okay. Do I learn what he is? Is he hidden from me for divination magic?
No. Do you learn what the creature is?
Yeah.
He is a deformity of 2 creatures. He is partially undead and partially a devil.
Whoa.
And so he's not
Okey-dokey.
something that exists. He is just a deformity of 2 different sort of entities.
Interesting. So I just get like a half and half ping on him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Homebrew.
I'm gonna cast Hunter's Mark on him too.
Yeah.
And then with my last action, I'm going to attack him, but I get 2 attacks per action.
Stabby stabby.
So
Or a shooty shooty.
shooty. Shooty.
And did it create a full action though to use that spell?
Let me look.
Because sometimes
I
those
can't
spells
remember.
take a full action.
Yeah.
So I just want to double check.
Bonus action. Hunter's
Bonus.
Mark is a bonus action.
And the spell the feat to use that ability.
Hunter's Sense was a full action, yeah.
It was, okay, great.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna ready for the next attack. Because you can't, if it's a full action, you can't shoot as well.
Okay, then never mind. I still have Pathfinder.
No,
rolls.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I don't
But
know what
I
I
just had to double check because I thought it was crazy.
I was like,
No,
wait,
no,
how
sorry.
many actions can I take? What am I doing? Where am I?
You're in a
I'm not adding 15 to anything? Okay, yeah, then I'm
Okay,
just gonna
great.
cast Hunter's Mark on him.
Sounds good. He is marked. Starlet.
I'd like to. I'm gonna shoot him with my sharp bow,
Shoot him.
and then
Shoot him.
19 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
Damage.
Roll for damage.
That'll be 10 points of piercing damage.
Nice.
And then as a bonus action, I'm going to hide.
Okay. 10 points of piercing. Not magical though, right?
Non-magic.
Crazy? Okay, great.
No, I'm not magic.
Great.
It's just a reminder to everyone listening.
And you are going to roll to hide, correct?
Yes, do I
So
need to
yeah,
roll?
yes, please. You're also diving nearby behind one of these nearby books, so you're kind of hoping to just get out of harm's way here. All right, nice.
That will be a 22 stealth.
Yeah, you feel like you kind of dip, you shoot, and then you dip into the darkness. All right, well done, Starla. Fruit?
I'm going to fly over. Or how close am I already?
Oh, you're about 10 feet away.
Okay. Then I just pop up and I'm going to fly to him and grab him by his shoulders with my talons.
Okay.
And throw him against a wall.
So that's going to require grapple, and then you can move into the second. So there's 2 phases. One is a grapple, and then restraint. And once he's restrained, you can throw him.
Okay.
So do you wish to grapple? It's going to be a strength contest.
Okay.
Strength and dex. Sticks. Okay. So roll strength, please.
Ooh.
Plus. That's going to be a 19. Wow, he rolled an 18.
19.
So that's very good. So you are able to grapple him.
So right now, Fruit is above him with talons
Yep,
in
and
his shoulders.
Yep, and talons in his shoulders, exactly.
Okay.
And Druzilda.
Shoot him in the peen.
The pain.
I
Well,
feel so bad for this guy.
I know. I feel
Yes, but he's also trying to kill us, so
He
I don't
is
feel
trying to
that
hurt
bad.
you.
And
it's a 5.
he is a devil and also undead, so
I feel sorry for the soul he was before this happened to him.
yes.
Okay, well, even so, I am going to spend 3 sorcery points to make this spell heightened, which will give his saving throw a disadvantage
Okay.
against my Maximilian's Earthen Grasp
Nice, okay.
to try to hold him. Because I don't want to quite kill him all the way. I think I saw the flash in his eyes of like, oh no, this poor person is just lonesome.
No sympathy. Druzilda,
No
head in the game.
So what is this, what is the save he needs to make?
So I'm trying to pull it up. Oh, here it is. Okay.
Strength.
So he needs to make a strength save.
But has disadvantage because you enacted it on him.
Yes.
So still did okay. This is going to be a strength save of 16.
Ugh, it just passed me.
Yeah, so he's just able to break off this earthen grasp that almost coiled around him with your high level spell. But he is quite strong in the kind of hybridity that he's become.
Yeah.
All right, so that is your action. And do you have any bonus action?
Not that I want to do right now.
All right, then it's up to Celine, the newly reformed non-vampire Celine.
For my action, I'm going to turn into my radiant soul.
Nice. So you bring out those wings, feeling them, even though they had been cut for a while. It feels good to have them.
It feels so good because I knew I could not do this in my vampire form. So that's my action. And then with my bonus, I am going to cast my spiritual weapon.
All right, sounds good. You cast spiritual weapon. What do you cast before him?
My sword, the long golden sword, is glowing before him.
Great. And roll to hit.
Now, because he is grappled.
Grappled is not the same as restraint. Restraint would change things, but grapple does not.
All right. Okay. Spiritual weapon. Ooh. 25.
Oh yeah, that hits. Roll for damage.
Woohoo. And also there'll be an additional 5 radiant
Nice.
damage on top of whatever I roll here. It is 6 radiant plus an additional 5 radiant, so 11 radiant damage.
Did you cast it at higher level? That way?
No, the 5 is because of my radiant
Oh,
soul.
your radiant soul. So you channeled all this radiant energy that had been kept inside of you that you felt like you lost, having been cold and soulless. But now the soul is back within you, not lost for less than, I think it was less than 24 hours, and returned back, and it's just exploding. So yeah, that does a lofty damage on him with that slice. But he gnarls his teeth and takes a moment and looks up at you, Fruit, angry, and uses his attacks against you. What's your AC?
Is 15.
15. Okay. That is a natural 19, so that is going to hit with a 25. And then a natural 17, so a 23 to hit. So you feel these claws whack against you as they carve into your body. That is going to be 7 points of slashing damage up against you. And then his mouth curls up and he bites onto your hand. So that's going to be initially 6 points of piercing, but then on top of that, that is 8 points of necrotic damage. As you can feel it.
I'm
suck
dead.
on your body. Oh my god!
You're not dead,
Hell.
you're knocked out.
Prone.
I'm coming to you. It's fine.
I fall, so he should take some damage for the fall.
Oh my god, how do you keep that?
Because I don't have very many hit points.
I know, me neither.
Okay. So, you do not feel great in that situation. However, it moves down to Reckon. Reckon's like, oh shoot! And he runs over and he touches Fruit as quickly as possible. Dumps a Cure Wounds into you. No, not my main man.
Excuse me.
That is going to be 8 points of cure wounds on you, as you can kind of feel your energy come back ever so faintly from that moment. All right. Top of the turn, Huck.
So then am I still... What's happening? Did I drop him?
Nope. Well, you break grapple when you become, when you get knocked unconscious, and you're prone right now, but Rekid ran over and touched in 8 healing, and you surged and you kicked back into life for a second.
All right.
All right.
Not going to grapple ever again.
Well, one of them is a nat 20.
Yeah!
And I got to roll the second one again because I'm lucky, because it was a 20 and a 1!
Okay. But the second one's not a 1, right? No longer?
No, it's,
Yeah.
19.
Great.
18.
Both
18.
hit, obviously.
Well,
First one
one's
especially.
a nat 20!
Yeah, roll for the damage.
Okay.
And we do have to, as a quick side note, we do have to start wrapping up.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
let's try to get through this round.
Okay, that's 10 damage. That's gonna be doubled, so that's 20.
Nice.
He's gonna take 20 damage, and then
And non-magical weapon, correct?
with Hunter's Mark.
Hunter's Mark is not full. It's you have to let me know what damage is normal damage, and then which one's Hunter's Mark
So
damage.
the 6 of that 10 was Hunter's Mark damage.
6 of the 10 was Hunter's Mark damage.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But then that's the one that doubles.
So it would be 12 and then half of the 4. So
Yeah.
thank you. So 14 points. Got it.
Okay, so the second Hunter's Mark is 3, 6 regular, and
Great.
3 Hunter's Mark.
Perfect. So that helps a lot. So what are you using again? Your arrows?
Yeah.
Very quickly, you hit this beast as hard as you can after seeing it knock your friend down for a moment. So Rekid had run to Farouk's rescue, kind of cradling his head, trying to dump in this energy into your friend's body here. You take that moment as this beast has turned and looks like it's about to hit down at Rekid in some capacity. You hit it twice and it kind of gnarls its teeth and looks at you.
I'm gonna see if I can duck behind something as well and try and stealth.
Yeah, stealth is a special feat though for rogues, and
Never mind.
but you can step behind and try to get cover.
Yeah.
So there's some nearby books, but you don't. You have a feeling he knows the direction you moved in. You would just feel like you have cover at least.
Okay, yeah, I'll find cover.
Sounds good, Starla.
So there is one of my allies is within 5 feet of him, correct?
Yeah, Rekid is, and
Well-
Fruit now.
You know what that means.
Yeah, you get stealth.
I get a sneak attack.
Sneaky.
So I'm gonna shoot him with my short bow with a 13.
Doesn't hit.
Dang it.
Unfortunately. You
Okay.
miss.
Well then I'm gonna hide again.
And you rolled a hide.
Yeah, I hide very easily.
All right, you
with a
slip back into
24.
the shadow as it has missed, as this beast is looking around, trying to figure out where that hit come from. Fruit, it's your turn.
Going to use my Radiant Sunbolt.
Mm-hmm.
And
We will see. It's going to be a 14. Unfortunately, the sunbolt misses as you just gain back your energy and able to kind of sit up.
all right, I get a second attack. Second attack, right?
And a sunbolt, is that a special thing you can do twice?
No.
Then
For spells, it's usually just one.
it's
can
a
I use something
ranged
else?
attack. So radiant sunbolt's a ranged attack that is not a spell. This is a
Oh.
special,
It's a part of your
Feat?
sun soul.
so you can
I don't
do
have
it,
any spells.
You can do it twice. You can do radiant. You can do radiant
It's a
twice.
special attack.
Ooh, that's nice.
That is nice.
No.
New dice,
15.
new dice.
That does hit.
Oh.
Yeah, roll for
Well.
damage. Makes
Okay.
1 point makes all the difference.
1d6.
Beats it.
6.
Nice. Yeah, for max damage on that one. You can see that bolt of energy really eats into his flesh at the midpoint where these two creatures combined and created this deformity. And you just see it eat away at his flesh, this sort of like pale pink skin against this sort of dark gray skin that's ripping apart at the back. All right, Druzilda.
Okay.
He's not looking good. Let's put it that way.
I'm gonna fire some chromatic orbs at him.
Nice.
That'll be a 21 to hit.
That'll hit. Roll for damage.
And that'll be... $28 points of
Oh, damn.
damage.
Yeah, what kind of damage did you choose? It's dependent.
Thunder.
Thunder. Nice.
That was my chromatic orb.
Yeah, that thing tears into that creature and is beginning to shock this creature to its core. Like, it looks like one more hit and it's going to die as it's shaking. And you hear a little whisper.
sorry.
You hear a little whisper, and you swear it's a thank you as you're hitting him.
Oh, that's so sad.
You're welcome.
Celine.
All right. I am going to run over to Barut, and I'm going to double use my
Twinning.
sorceress points to twin my spell. Yes. And I'm going to cast Cure Wounds on myself and on Farut. Although, is my sister looking bad?
No.
Okay. Then I'm going to twin on myself and Farut, Cure Wounds.
Okay.
So we both get 5 points.
Better than none.
That will help.
And then
Your spiritual weapon is still up.
with my bonus, I will attack with my spiritual weapon.
Roll to hit, please.
Thank you, Celine.
You're welcome. Natural 20.
Okay, so he didn't even have much left, and I'm fairly certain no matter what you roll, he's gonna.
Well, I
he's
have
gonna
my
put it down.
radiance.
You have your
bonus
radiance
as well.
too. So what happens is this: that spiritual weapon with its radiant energy kind of hits the core of that thunder chromatic orb that was happening. You can just see that his whole being starting to kind of break apart like an earthquake going through him. It's kind of shocking from the pure radiant energy within him. And once more, you can see just like a little bit from those who have the vision, a couple tears down his face as he seems to be happy that this moment's happening, as he just disintegrates into ash.
That was so sad.
I wish we could have talked to him.
And Rekid takes a moment and he looks over the ledge of the tiers of the different sort of spire in here, and he sees two of the kids, like, who had been studying, looking up curiously, and he just shouts, "Nothing to see here!" And the kids are like, and they just go back to reading. But yeah,
Oh,
Niles Ornate,
wow.
vanquished.
Niles Ornate.
A bittersweet battle.
Next time on the broadcast.
Oh, I feel so bad just shoving him out a window, though.
I can't move my head too much.
No guns blazing.
I think that is a wonderful plan, sister.
Hey, I'm Kimberly Daugherty, and I play Celine Tessar.
Hello, I'm Ali Gonino, and I play Farut Ajali.
Hi, my name is Alice Greczyn, and I play Druzilda Slinderon.
Hi, I'm Erica Fermina, and I'm playing Starla Highhill.
Hi, my name's Rachel Seeley, and I am playing Huck Lockley.
And I'm Kelly Lynn D'Angelo, your dungeon master and woman of many faces, creatures, and things unknown.
I'm Richard Quiner, and I produce this podcast in partnership with Wizards of the Coast.